audio's on. We're rolling. It's all UConn right now.
Yeah.
Chris Mueller,
That's me.
David Noble, Hassan Diarra. How do you want to go? Haas? What do you want?
Yeah, Hassan Diarra.
Haas Diarra.
We could do that.
Haas Diarra. For the gringos.
Yes.
Like myself. We've known each other for a while now, man. Congratulations on I remember when I first met Andre Jackson and Adama and Hawk the day before I think you came to campus.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
that.
there were three you guys coming in.
Yeah, me, Tristan Newton, Joey Calcaterra.
No, he hadn't come yet. He wasn't even on the radar screen. It was the guy that spent a year and then went over to St. John's.
Naheem.
Nice kid, Naheem Alain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Three of you guys were on your way. That was when I came in and met. And I would watch Haas do his TikTok every once in a while. And I'd be like, that's our guy. That's the guy that can be on camera for UConn.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose UConn, man?
I mean, I thought it was just the right fit for me. My brother was there, obviously. And then I built a good relationship with Coach Hurley. I've known him for a long time. Coach Kamani, I knew him since I was young.
You must have seen him running around.
Yeah, we're from the same neighborhood. So, I mean, the connection was already there. So, it was a no-brainer for me.
Were you waiting for the offer?
Yeah, I mean, so out of high school...
you came from A&M, so you're like a big time.
Yeah. A&M is a good league, SEC. But out of high school, I really wanted to go to UConn. That was always been my dream school. And, at the time, they had a lot of guards, a lot of players on their team. So Coach Hurley wasn't really recruiting me. But the second time around, he was one of the first ones. So I was extremely happy. Yeah, that was it.
How good was your brother?
At basketball?
Yeah.
My brother was really good.
Yeah. What's it like playing against him as the little brother?
So obviously he played a different position than me.
For sure.
But he was just a monster. His motor was unlike no one else. Super athletic, super strong. Like as a guard, you wanted a big like that on your team. He was super physical. He was like really good.
So UConn was family. You come in, Kamani's been there. You've known him your whole life. Mamadou obviously known him. And like you come in and you just like, you're not even ranked.
Yeah.
And now here we are 3 years later.
Yeah, funny story. So that summer, I remember coach was really hard on the transfers because we weren't really playing that good. I guess it was hard for us to adjust. And, a lot of us thought we weren't going to be good. I'll say we knew we were going to be really good after PK 85. We went over there and we just beat everybody, and it wasn't even close. So I think that's when it clicked for us.
Do you know when I bought my ticket to Houston?
After we won PK 85?
Way before that.
Way before that.
Like 5 weeks before that.
Wow, you believed.
I knew Adama, I knew Andre.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, these guys are champions.
Yep.
Like they're champion people.
Absolutely.
I was surprised after the year, and then you come into the class, and I was surprised at what a champion you were.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a good guy, this is a funny guy, this is a cool kid. But I didn't realize you had it that deep too, till I got to know you.
Yeah.
What is it that makes a champion, man? You're uniquely situated to say that.
Yeah, I mean, it takes everything you got on your fiber. I think the first thing is the commitment level that you have to bring each and every day into being a champion, the toughness level, the togetherness that we had. And then we just had guys that really wanted it. At the end of the day, Adama was a killer. Dre Jack was a killer. And then you go into the next year, Cam Spencer was a killer. Steph, he had the killer mentality. Tristan, he grew that killer mentality. And I think it wore off on everybody.
Tristan grew that killer. One of the things about, like, we both go way back with Tristan, it's like, that kid, he could make a mistake.
And silent killer.
And then all of a sudden, 3 seconds later, he totally atones for it.
Yep.
Was he like that in person?
So I mean, Tristan's personality is just very laid back. But he's so much fun to be around. He's always joking around. We still talk to this day. We play the game together. And we just enjoy each other's company.
So where are you going? What are you gonna do
right now?
Yeah, where are you going, man? You're charting you're a champion.
So right now, I'm actually trying to get picked up for a summer league team. Hopefully that happens within the next couple of days. I'll go out to summer league, play against some of the guys I got to play with. And then after that, we'll see what happens. Looking at options for overseas.
What do you think people don't understand about professional athletics from the player perspective, right? Like, it's one thing to be LeBron and you don't matter. Cooper Flag. I know I'm going somewhere, right?
Yeah. I would say the first thing is just, everything has to be on you. You have to depend on yourself. It's a different level of independence. You don't really have any help and guidance. I would say, like, for example, is trying to find a meal plan for myself and how to eat healthy, especially in New York. There's so many good food spots.
Especially in Queens.
Just figuring out ways to affect your game in a positive way. And I think it all falls on you when you turn professional.
What do you aspire to as a professional athlete?
Honestly, I just want to find a great spot, and continue to develop my game and get better, and obviously be successful at the professional level, whether it's that in the NBA or overseas. Obviously, I would love to be in the NBA, win a couple championships. But there's so many great leagues out there, so many great places around the world, and they make a lot of good money over there. So,
yeah, it's a career, right? I mean, I think
absolutely, it's my career, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think. What do you think a team gets when you show up?
I would say first things first is just my competitiveness and my toughness. That's the number one thing. I bring it each and every day. I'll say I'm a pretty good leader.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You got guys that you got lottery picks that would say you're a great leader. So thanks for pretty good.
There's room for improvement. There's room for improvement with my leadership. There's always ways to get better. I'm looking to improve my game. But a guy like me is gonna come in and make an instant impact. I know how to win. I've won before, and I'm super confident in that.
You're super confident. What do you think people have no, having gotten to know you over the years, right? Like, I read shit on Twitter and I read this and that. It's like people have no idea how much you've given up for the last 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you gave up a normal, fun college experience.
Yeah.
You got something in exchange. But like, when do you think, you start to look at it and go, this is my you have a professional career coming, right? Without a doubt, you'll land somewhere. And then I'm sure if you were smart, you'd start to identify those stories in the NBA where you're like, all right, this guy didn't get drafted, but he made it here, right? This guy didn't get drafted, but he's on the Miami Heat in the championship round, right? So you build those aspirational stories. But you also have this unique, the world has changed, and now you're professional when you come to college, and you've been through this. You've already made money. It's not like imagine 5 years ago, you'd be Mamadou, right?
Yeah.
Like, graduated.
Figure it out.
But like, how do you see yourself developing in the world, not just in basketball? What's in the world for you? What interests you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Obviously, I have a love for the game, and hopefully I can give back to it. And giving back to the game could be in so many different ways. I would love to give back to my community, and I'm looking to do that very soon. Trying to find ways to, do camps, school supplies, things like that. And hopefully I'm able to, get with the right people to build, recreational settings in my neighborhood and help my community in that direction.
So community leader. So taking the skills you've learned in basketball and applying them to community.
Yes. I actually I have an undergraduate degree in urban community studies.
Yeah. So this is not just like a random thing.
No.
Did you go to class? You always came to my class. You always came to my class.
I was in class.
But I said to Bill Klingen, I said, well, I think Donovan might be my best student of like all time. He shows up 30 minutes early. Yeah, he's signing autographs the whole time. Like guys learning about name, image, and likeness, ask every question. He's like, that's not my son. I'm like, well, maybe. But like for you, you know, you go to class, you've been studying, like, so that's a real, like most people would go, oh, he's a UConn basketball player. He didn't learn anything at school.
Yeah, there's more to, like with everybody, there's more to just basketball. Eventually the ball will stop bouncing. And, you know, I'm going to wait to that day to figure out what I really want to do, whether it's coaching or whether it's, you know, counseling, whether it's teaching, whether it's, you know, being a trainer. Whether it's, you know...
Whether it's being the guy on TV.
Yeah, whether it's a commentator, but whether it's a podcaster, you know.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, people forget that, you know, we're regular people. We are kind of young in college, and we're trying to figure out what we like to do, and we do have certain hobbies.
Someone's just laying into Adama one time, and I'm looking at him, and I'm going, you realize... He's a 20-year-old kid that speaks 5 languages.
Yep.
English being the 5th.
Yep.
Like,
there's so like
what are you worked up about a basketball game? Like, you know,
us as athletes have so much to us.
Do you hear the noise?
Sometimes.
Now that you're out, did you hear the noise? Was last year tough?
Yeah, last year was tough, especially tougher than the last 2 years, because we weren't as successful as we were before. But honestly, it was great to experience. I think, you know, we was on a high horse, a high pedestal, and, you know, you're always at this level, at this level, at this level. Sometimes, you know, you need to be humbled. And I think a lot of us experienced that last year. And it's great because we learn from it, and, you know, we progress from there.
Coach Moore once told me, like, you know, as a coach, you can get to the point where all you're trying to do is not lose.
Yeah.
Because you don't even get any joy from winning anymore.
You only remember the losses. You don't even remember the wins.
Right. So you remember going to Creighton?
I remember going to Creighton.
We don't like Creighton.
We actually won last year at Creighton.
Yeah.
First time.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, though.
I remember that. Yeah, 2 years ago.
That was a tough one.
We almost won the game.
Yeah, almost
won the game.
By the way, probably the best college basketball team of all time.
Which one?
Yours, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The best UConn team of all time.
20. Yeah.
If you put Rashad Anderson on it somewhere, I think you would. I think you might be the greatest of all time.
Yeah, that team was really special.
And you lost at Creighton
by 19.
By 19. Embarrassing?
Oh my gosh, that film session was crazy. Crazy. I mean, we deserved it. We knew it was a hostile environment. We came in on a 14-game win streak, I think.
Yeah, it was.
And you know, Creighton, they were a good team.
I think the last time you guys had lost before that was
1.
Kansas.
No, it was Seton Hall.
Seton Hall. You're right.
Like,
yeah, you don't win those games. I don't think you ever won those.
Since I've been at UConn, I haven't won at Seton Hall either, which is that was the most brutal loss last year. That was really tough.
The one where Dan had COVID.
Oh,
we led the game until the last second.
That was a heartbreaker. Oh my goodness, we was up by 17 going into halftime. Coach Hurley had COVID. Coach Kamani had COVID. We went out there. We were playing really well.
Actually, the guy you just met was sitting right behind the bench that game with me, and we
were playing really well. And then
just dominating everything.
Yeah, and then I don't even know what happened. We just became stagnant. We turned the ball over a little bit too much. Missed a couple easy bunny shots. And then it came down to the last possession. They had the last shot. They missed it. and I think it was Casey. He got like an offensive rebound. The ball, the guy airballed. It like fell in his lap. He just laid the ball in. That was game.
Yeah, that one was tough. That was the pivot point, though.
Yeah,
that moment
changed,
right there. That
changed
second changed
season.
the rest of the season.
Because that year we started off pretty well, non-conference, killing it, and then we went into conference play and we struggled.
Yeah,
and I think that was our. I want to say probably our 6th, 7th loss.
Yep, 7.
7th
so
loss.
Adama came to me during that, and he says, "What do we do?" Like, I was like, "I don't know. Let's win. Let's win against Creighton." They were coming in June 5th or 4th, January 5th or 4th. And he goes, "Yeah, that's it. We'll win against Creighton." And he thought, like, as soon as he won that game, which we did, right? That was like the one win in that whole string.
So it
he
actually
thought
it started when we started conference play. We started off 2-0. And I think our first loss was right before New Year's against Xavier. Then we went to Providence like 2 days later. And that's when Providence, they was pretty good. And it was a zoo in there. It was a zoo. I had never seen nothing like it.
I love when Andrea talks shit about them.
Yo.
It makes me happy.
Yeah. And then we played Creighton, beat them. But then I think we went to Marquette, lost.
Yeah.
And then we lost, I think, at Seton Hall.
How proud are you of what you accomplished?
I'm extremely proud, especially looking back on it. When you're in the moment, you're like, yeah, I want to keep going, and you're just like, okay, we won, let's do it again. Let's go for it again. And then when you're out of it and you take a look back at it, and then you get around some of your friends and they're like, yo, you don't even understand what you have done.
Yeah.
Like I'm super happy for you. Like, and then I actually sat there and thought back, like, man, this is beyond what you dreamed of. Like a national championship, let alone 2 of them. It's like I had never even thought of it.
So, name, image, and likeness. I knew nothing about basketball before pulling up with you guys, and name, image, and likeness really sort of changed everything, I think, and allowed athletes to be holistic people. That was my argument. Was like, hey, you can now educate athletes on all these things that are relevant to their life. It's gone through evolutions. Too bad you weren't a transfer onto this year's team. We'd be doing this in a different style.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think is the most important change to life after name, image, and likeness became a thing? Because you played college basketball before that.
I think it's a certain level of responsibility on college players. They have to worry about a little bit more. I would say you got to probably worry about your family. I would say you have to worry about taxes, which is a major thing.
You don't need to do that when compliance says no to everything.
Listen, taxes is no joke. These guys, they better make sure they're doing their taxes, especially with the amount of money they're making. And then it's the pressure of the fans, the outside noise. You're making a lot of money here. So fans are gonna feel a certain type of way, and donors are gonna feel a certain type of way. Okay, we're giving you guys this much money. We want a product that's gonna be good. And I think that's like a little in the back of someone's mindset in college basketball. Like, I do have to produce after making this much money, and that puts a little bit more pressure on you.
Did it make you grow up at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I grew up, but I would say I didn't have that much pressure on me. I didn't put that much pressure on me. I went out there. It was more like, I did this before. So.
Now, I agree with you. A lot of times I'd be like, yeah, bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I've known you well, and known I don't think you do put a ton of pressure on. But then you look at a guy like Andre Jackson, who put the weight of his world on everything.
Yep. I would say, like, with Andre, he was an emotional person, like very emotional, and you could see it through his game. You could see how hard he plays and how hard he goes. And I think, when you are like that, you can put a ton of pressure, unnecessary pressure on yourself. Me, on the other hand, it was more like okay, this is pressure, but hey, like the outcome is the outcome. And, I put in a lot of work and I believe in myself, and this is what it's going to be. We'll go out there, just let it go.
So we're a part of a very unique time. I think you're right. Your friends are dead right. And we're part of a very unique time and unique set of experiences that most people never get to look around and see 2 championship rings.
Not one.
Not one, let alone 2, right? And it's a neat bonding thing, having gone to the White House.
Yeah, twice.
We've done it all. So, like, most people are asking you questions about that experience. I wanted to give you the chance, since you came in here and talked about UConn a little bit, which we all love, but like, what are some of the things you wish you knew about? Like, looking at the world as a 22-year-old kid? 23?
Right now?
Yeah,
I'm 24.
24-year-old kid. You're an old kid.
Yeah.
Just graduated college.
Yeah.
What are the things you see in the world outside of sports that you're like really curious about?
I would say just embracing everything. I feel like, a lot of times we get caught up in the moment, and we're so fast to rush to the next moment, rush to the next thing. I think, we need to slow down. Like I told this to my big brother, I wish I would have had a camera in college. Just to capture everything.
You just wish Jack Tarka was walking around behind you with his camera,
the whole
man.
time.
We were just up in Alaska, and like I got great pictures from Alaska because we brought Jack.
Yep. Yeah, like just slow everything down and observe every moment. I think, especially being from New York, everything is fast paced. We're in a rush. We're trying to get to this place, there's traffic, so we're in a rush. Everybody's upbeat. But I think when you slow it down and embrace every moment, I think you could learn from every moment in that way. And ultimately that helps you with your life and helps you with your memories.
What do you want to go do?
Man, that's a tough question.
Really? It's not just like a thing, like you want to go do for once summer's over, like you get out there, just go.
Okay, yeah.
Go to Ibiza, go to, like what do you want to do? You want to party and, you want to learn, you want to study?
I don't know what I want to do. I think I do need to take a vacation. I got my girlfriend really wants to go on one. Maybe I'll take one. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But me, I'm really simple. I just like hanging out with my friends and family. And being in New York the last couple months, I've been able to do so. So like I got everything I wanted, honestly. Because I know, as I go into the next phase of my life, I'm gonna be even more busy than before. Mm-hmm. Whether it's traveling and not being close to my family, I could be in the other side of the country, or I could be in
other side of the world, yeah.
So,
Boat was playing in Iran, right?
Yeah,
last year. So,
yeah.
Jeez, don't go to Iran.
Not the place to be.
Yeah, don't go to Iran. Don't go to Iran.
Not the place to be right now.
I'm gonna talk to the Saudis. Maybe there's a spot for you over there.
I'll go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's dope.
Saudi Arabia is pretty cool.
We'll go do Umrah together.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, dude, I'll be there.
And that's one thing I do want to do. I don't want to do it now. But obviously,
you need to do Hajj?
Yeah, gotta do that. I want to send my parents to do it first.
Really, I'm trying to get them to sponsor Khalid El Amin, taking you, your brother, like all the guys, take a Dama, like you trying to
make that happen?
Trying to make that happen in a documentary. Like take the guys, film the whole experience, go get people's families.
That'd be amazing.
And bring them, and then do something basketball in
like a camp or
Saudi,
something.
somewhere in Jeddah.
I would love to do that.
Well, I mean, like I don't, I think people. That is one of the things about that first team, right? Like there was not just the religiosity of it, but like the togetherness when going through the NBA, going through March Madness during Ramadan, man, like I'm like eating in the room in Saudi, in the Gulf Coast, like they'll let me eat in the room, but like you realize fasting, like what you're missing.
Yeah. That like it was so beautiful to me that both times we were able to win during Ramadan.
Yeah.
because it's like the most sacred month. It's the best month in the Muslim calendar, and then it's like you get the greatest feeling you ever had during that month.
And there
It was
is
so beautiful to me.
there's an exception for traveling. So like you guys could have been breaking the fast.
That is true. Yep.
But
that is true.
But you guys literally chose to do it together.
Yep. And you know, it's crazy because we had more than just Muslims doing it.
Right.
Like Coach Gavin, our strength trainer, he participated with us.
Yeah.
We had a couple of the GAs participate with us. And, you know, it's just so beautiful how together we were and how close-knit we were.
I had a lot of pre-existing thoughts about what a basketball player was, and I've always been amazingly surprised at the caliber of person involved at the UConn basketball team in a positive way. And I said, well, maybe I need to question all my thoughts, and then I go out and meet, you know, now I know, 50, 100 guys that are in the end, you know what I mean? Like you sit in a restaurant and like, oh, there's Russell Westbrook hanging out, you know, like, oh yeah, like what's up? It's weird. At this point, I've questioned those preconceived notions. I've questioned, I think people, they just have everything given to them at a place like UConn or Duke. Like they don't have to worry about school. They don't have to worry about anything else. Like a lot of that shit, you know, why would we pay them? Like I was on the front end of that. Yeah. Like, fuck you. Like Adama's like got no money.
Yep.
That's not right that he's out there every night and the guy comes home. And I've had that argument. Fuck you. Like so many, like why do I have to fight you guys? This kid deserves to be able to eat with his friends, you know?
Can't even go to lunch.
Couldn't even go to lunch. And then they're like, well, why, you know, why didn't he play that night? Like, why was he, like, you know, people are, why was he bad? That fucking game in the Madison Square Garden, it was the year before you came. And they were just hitting him. And it's like, dude, the guy was depressed. Like, he was working his ass off, you know? And like, everyone told him he couldn't make money. So, like, what would you want people to know about college athletes in this era?
We sacrifice way more than you think. Like I said before, we are normal people just like y'all.
Yeah.
And you have to take that into consideration. So have grace on us.
Normal, except just really talented.
Yeah.
Unlike
a little bit
me.
more, bit more than the average person.
Unlike me, like. Which, by the way, I don't know if I've told you this, but Paige and Nika made me one time shoot a basketball. Mm-hmm. I can't do the mechanical component of it. Like, I can't throw a dart and I can't shoot a basketball.
Really?
Sober. I could do it drunk. Like, I literally, but can you imagine them making me do it in front of AZ?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. like Paige is like, no, you can shoot. She's like throwing me balls. I'm like, no, I can't shoot. I can't.
What do you think is the issue though? Like,
it's like, I think it's mental. Like I just can't mechanically.
You can't throw a dart though.
I can't throw a dart. Yeah, no, I
couldn't
throw a
football
when I was 22. Yeah, I can throw a football. But I've been throwing footballs. I never shot a basketball. Okay. Like I was 12, so I was like 6 foot at 12. So like they made me play under the hoop, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
They kept calling a foul every time I try to win. I'm like, dude, this isn't fair. But how embarrassing is that to make Nika and fucking Paige making me shoot in front of AZ? Like, she's as good a shooter as they come, man.
Yeah, there's no one like.
Who? All right, we're gonna wrap up now. This was a great half hour, and I think I want to give you a chance right now. Who is the person that you've met throughout this entire journey that you're like, damn, that person, I like that person? Because you met multiple, like you met the whole world at this point.
Yeah. That's a good question. I would say I built a good relationship with Ryan Boatwright.
Yeah. What a nice guy.
What a guy he is.
I got to get him on the show.
Especially this past year, he spoke to me a lot. And he spoke to the team as well. And he was saying how the year he was in college, it reminded his team, this year's team reminded them of his team back when he played, and how he believed in us, and you know, me as one of the leaders, he spoke to me a lot and gave me words of wisdom. So
we talk behind your back all the time, and to a T, every person will say one of the most quality people you'll ever meet is Haas. To a T. All the donors, just everybody talks about you when you're not there. And you know, there are some guys that people are like, but you have built quite a reputation. I want to thank you for coming by and
no
doing
problem,
the quick
man.
interview,
Thanks for
man.
having me, man. This is beautiful.
And yeah, dude, it's like one of those things. We did something. I can remember looking at Andre at the White House and like almost breaking out crying because I had said to Andre, like, you're going to be a champion the summer before.
Yep.
And like, it just hit and it was like, wow, you actually did it. So like, congratulations on everything. We look forward to following you.
Yes,
and I agree. I think people should realize really quickly that you are real people.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks, man.
My man.